down the streets of downtown. Hey, walking down the streets of downtown. Hey, hey, hey.
Grace's great-grandmother came to America in 1954 from Japan, and she was someone my father had met over there after World War II. When she met Grace, and she looked at the little blonde girl, and she said, "Oh, I cannot believe my great-granddaughter has blonde hair and blue eyes."
Helen would bring her up for her night shift on the copy desk, and Grace would just be up there with us getting the paper out, and would just keep us company, and we all just loved her so much, and we look forward to spending that time with her. And then now to see what a strong, lovely young woman she's grown up to be has just been one of the greatest joys.
I also always loved getting visits from Grace to the Houston Chronicle newsroom throughout the years and reading the Graceisms her mom would share with us. I have so enjoyed watching Grace grow up into the lovely, strong young lady she is today. She is one of those kids who knows how to talk to adults. She has a killer fashion sense, and I love her passion for politics and changing the world around her.
What experiments do you have going on here?
I have penny poop. That's my first experiment. And I put a penny in some of this bubbles, and then I put it in the bubble cap, and I put the cap on it so it won't get any air in it, and then I put in some bubbles and some green marker. And this is my microscope. It's a dandy little thing. I put a lot of stuff in it.
Over the years, she's grown from a girl who would get easily frustrated and tended to give up, especially on things like math homework, to a woman who is determined and will relentlessly pursue something if she sets her mind to it. Her dedication and devotion to band over the years has been inspiring to watch. She is strong, smart, and an opinionated woman who isn't afraid to speak her mind and stand up for what she believes in. She's fiercely loyal and loving, and she's been a great big sister.
You have one message one.
Hi, Nana. I just want to say, you call me back, and I just want to know, but don't get wrong, and just wanted to say hi. Thank you. Bye. I love you. It's Grace.
Sunday, 7:53 p.m.
Grace, you have always put a smile on our face and brought laughter and much love to our hearts. Your papa and I are so blessed to have been given the opportunity to watch you grow into not only our beautiful and talented granddaughter, but into a wonderful, loving young lady ready to begin the next chapter of her life. As you graduate from high school and you begin your college journey, always keep your eyes on the Lord and know that He has great plans for you. Jeremiah 29:11. Oh, and just one more thing. Don't forget to visit Nana and Pawpaw when you can, or just give us a call to see what we are doing. Don't forget what Pawpaw always tells you.
Try to be good.
And above all, remember, we are always there for you and love you very, very much.
I have so many wonderful memories of you staying with us, belting out the latest preschool tunes, coloring at the table, playing in the bubble baths, and then sitting on the floor while I blow-dried all that hair. Always remember that you are loved more than you will ever know, and keep smiling that beautiful smile.
I remember when Grace was very young that, as her dad, I wanted to do what I could to expose her to good music, good food, interesting people, and places. She's a great traveling companion. She's adventurous, easygoing, and low maintenance. Essential traits for good travel. There have been trips to float the river and going to Schlitterbahn. In short, New Braunfels Schlitterbahn good, Galveston Schlitterbahn bad. Grace is sufficiently prepared to float any river with friends now and in the future. From Frog Pond to rivers like the Guadalupe and Pedernales to beaches on the east, west, and Gulf coasts and in Costa Rica, Grace is always game for a good swim. This trip sticks out to me because it was one of the first times I remember Grace, as a tween, being honest with me about her feelings. We were supposed to camp 5 nights, but cut that to 3 because she was homesick, which was completely understandable. Here we were in the middle of nowhere, essentially on the moon, and she was still dealing with monumental life changes. She wanted to be somewhere familiar. I think she thought I'd be disappointed, but she told me anyway. I just remember thinking, I need to do more to make sure she's never afraid to tell me how she feels.
I remember pouring in the sand and thinking like, wow, like I'm gonna live with these people, like better get used to them. Sharing a room with Grace was a bonding experience, and an experience indeed it was.
I feel like I really nailed that, and then Zeke ruined it. So yeah, the thing about Grace is that she surprises me all the time, and when I think I kind of have her nailed down and who she is and what she's about, she'll do something that surprises me.
This poem's called My Train of Thought. There's this corner in my room where I can lean back my head at the perfect angle, where the windowsill supports my neck and the blinds support my head, and my mind can support my thoughts. My mind, a network of railroads perfectly designed for my train of thought. The train will take you nowhere, but it'll also take you everywhere, to the dark recesses of my consciousness, to the place where I'm underwater.
And I remember her kind of brushing her hair back and starting her poem. And I can't remember, line by line. I didn't memorize it, but it was about the thoughts that she has when she's in her room and how they can run out of control and how emotions are tied up in that. And it culminated with, I guess, tying all that together with music and the impact that music has on her and how it helps her to, process life.
She felt more like I was getting a sister instead of a niece. Back up. Mom! Can you get the dogs? It's her life that you choose what direction you want to go in. Whether it's what you think people expect of you or what you really want, you should choose the latter. And it doesn't matter how long it takes you to get there. I can't believe you're old enough to graduate high school. Oh my God, I know. I feel like we were both kids not that long ago. Right.
I remember we were living in the Meyerland area, and we had just pulled out of our neighborhood, and I think we both saw it at the same time. It was a little kitten who had been hit by a car. As we were getting out of the car and running toward it, without even asking, Grace took off literally the shirt off her back so that we could wrap up this really scared, shaking, bloodied kitten and get her back home to safety. And I just thought, like, in that moment, moments like that where you really have to just decide to do something, it shows someone's character. And I felt that Grace's loving, compassionate character was revealed in that moment with that kitten.
Here are some things that I wish or want Grace to know about herself. She is stronger than she thinks, both mentally and physically. She's extremely talented and has a ton of natural ability. And I think she knows this, but she's a very gifted writer. She's always been composed and mature beyond her years. She just has a lot of poise. This has been especially evident when talking to and interacting with adults. I'm not sure if she realizes it, but people are drawn to her. When she's engaged, she can light up a room. Seriously, she literally glows. And I don't think that's something I see just because I'm her dad.
I can't imagine trying to push her in a certain direction. She has it figured out. She may not know it yet, but she's going to have a great life, and she is going to touch a lot of people in big ways and small ways and medium ways and ways that she doesn't even know.
Grace, I'm so proud of you and seeing your beautiful performance on your graduation day. You have a creative talent. You're very independent and a mind of your own. Just remember to keep your head up and keep moving forward. I'm so proud of you and blessed to be your uncle. Your strength and personality will get you far in life. We love you.